my gosh. All right. Get over it. How many of you have a cell phone? Raise your hands. Woohoo! How many of you have a year's supply of food? Raise your hands. All right. I used to ask why you don't have your food storage. First off, I teach this class all over, probably 4, 5, 6 times a month for the last 5 years. So I have been all over and talked to hundreds and hundreds of people, and it's usually the same response. Just a few hands go up. When I was called to this position, one of the things that I was, I asked, what is it? The area canning coordinator, and they said, well, you do this and this and this, but part of your calling, and the biggest part, is that you are to inspire and motivate the saints in the area to get their food storage. And I laughed and said, 60 years of prophets have had no effect on them, and I'm going to tell them something? So, right off the bat, self-esteem went down. I thought, I don't know what I'm going to do with this calling. I ended up doing this class. And I want to tell you right off the bat that this class is not sanctioned by the church. I'm not here under the authority of Salt Lake City or anything like that. I'm a mom. I'm a grandma. I've been doing food storage for a long time. And this is, bottom line, the way I do food storage. If you don't like it, brothers and sisters, please, is my phone number on that book? Please don't call me and tell me what a bad idea this is or how that's not going to work. There's 100 ways to do food storage. This is one. It's only one. If you like it, use it. If you don't like it, think how much you paid for the book. And it was worth every penny. All right. Now, I used to ask, why don't people have their food storage? And I always got the same answers. And so I came up with my own kind of a Dave Letterman style top reasons why I don't have my food storage. And I'm only going to do 5 because it's an hour-and-a-half class and it takes every minute of that. So we're going to do the top 5 reasons. Number 5, my neighbors have a 2-year supply. No, they don't. 80% of the members of the church have no food storage. So if your plan has been to everybody's going to gather at the steak center and everybody's going to bring their food and we'll all share and Elijah's barrel will never empty and we'll all be happy, this is a bad plan. Because 80% of you aren't going to bring anything, but you're still going to show up to eat. So if this is your plan, get a new one. Number 4, I paid tithing for 20 years. The church can owe me a little food. Another misconception is that the church is storing food. We have silo grains all over the nation and all this food. In fact, there's this secret city under Salt Lake. They drive the little golf carts. There is a secret city, but they have no food there. It's just little, how many of you know about the secret city under Salt Lake? Okay. Some people look at me like, what? Yeah, there really is. But they're not storing food. All the food that the church has right now, all their stores across the nation, would feed 4% of the members of the church. Not the nation, but the members of the church. So here's another plan that is bad. If you're waiting for the church to store your food, you need a new plan. Both of these lessons are telling you nobody is storing food for you. And you're not storing food for yourself. So, this is really a perfect time with all of the things that have been going on in the South. If people had had preparations, if they had had even 72-hour kits, this would not be happening. So we need to understand that the times are getting bad. We need to have our food. Number 3, I can't afford scrapbooking and food storage. The guys don't get this, but the girls do. You know what I'm talking about. The food storage program that you have in your hands, your little book, I wrote that probably 15 years ago, and I've expanded on it the last 5 years a lot. And what you've got in there, a lot of information, but bottom line here is the food storage program will cost you about $1 a day per person. Now, I asked you who had cell phones because almost everybody has a cell phone. If you say, I can't afford food storage, but you can afford a cell phone, something's wrong with your priorities. $1 a day. President Benson said the commandment to store food may be as essential to your temporal salvation as boarding the ark was in the days of Noah. Brothers and sisters, that's life and death. $1 a day. Your child's temporal salvation has to be worth $1 a day.